Good day, viewers all over the world. Welcome to our program, Development Segment, on your number one station, CNN TV channels. Today we move to Ekiti State, Nigeria, where we will be discussing progress across sectors and political survey among all political stakeholders within the state. Sit back and relax. I am your host, Oluwatosin Adeyeye.
Well, I don't think we are losing anything traditionally. Yes, you mentioned politics. In olden days, and from the beginning in Ekiti, for example, you have 16 kingdoms in Ekiti. You call it Alademe Idilogun. Those are the traditional rulers with kingdoms. Under them now, we were, by the last reckoning, the last count, about 230 now. The former Ado Kingdom, that we was in charge. Now we have additional 9 grade A obas there under him. Grade B obas about 7 or so. And some hamlets, so to say, in the past, are now towns. So those last counts is about 24 towns and villages under the old Wikis Kingdom. And the Alademe Idilogun that I mentioned, under them not less than 100 towns and villages now are developed. So if it's the template or if it's the example of the whole of Yoruba, not to talk of Nigeria, you can know the reason why. So everywhere is developing. That development at government of this thing. And again, politics. An average politician want to win at all costs. And as a number, you ask for the government of the day. It's like just like civil servants. The others are shifting loyalty, so to say. Whoever is that the interest of the government, it's that person that you need to support. For the period of he or she is there. Tomorrow, they vote him out. Whoever is appointed to will be the man that you continue to support because of the peace and progress of your people. Well, we cannot say the position in the days of those who get the revenue come into play, where you have a number of the prime minister. No, that I can't subscribe to that. My advice would be that the KBC traditional rulers will continue to play advisory role for the government of the day. They should be consulted. If there are major issues that you need to take decision of, traditional rulers need to be consulted before the final decision. You need to have, like we used to have in the past, how to cease. Like in the states now we have traditional council. We wanted that to happen at the federal level, where the KBCs would meet. Maybe if you can meet every month, quarterly, and if there's any major decision, that should be passed to the government for implementation. Not that you are the mercy of the government. They listen to you. It's when there's a crisis situation, like we have now, that we run to the KBCs. No, we should not wait until when we are faced with crisis before you know that the traditional rulers are there for you. Okay. They will carry along at the planning stage before you get to the implementation. You see, I've been clamoring for this situation not to happen for the past 20 years here. I've been telling them, the power that be, of them that them would came for the visit, I tell them, you are turning out this university graduates in their thousands every year. Nobody is planning where they will work. So 30 years ago, you can count the number of universities in Nigeria.
Sure.
For your fingertips. But today, running into hundreds.
Every local government wants to have a university.
Now nobody is planning the product of the university, where would they work? Nobody. And when they finish on the university, where do they go? They continue to roam the streets.
Good question.
It started when the issue of first degree in Ado here. When the parents will say, okay, go and try your hand on the master's degree. When you finish your master's degree, you are that brilliant, okay, go for your PhD. If there's no work after PhD, what next now? And that's why they refer to Ekiti, the home of PhD holders. Because of necessity. Nowhere to work. In the whole of this state, there's no single factory. And there are opportunities begging, yearning for attention. On your way to Ilawe, there's no time you pass those heaps of banana. That area suited for banana processing factory. At the Elisha area, when Governor Jegoni was there, the idea of this yam processing factory. Go to UK now, they will tell you Ghana yam in carton, and they use Ghana yam. And I continue to tell them that it's the yam from Nigeria is more good to Ghana, because those people, they know what to do. Plantain, go to UK, there's no time in UK you can't see fresh plantain or ripe one in the carton. The last time I was there, the one carton I bought, I couldn't finish until when I returned. I don't miss Nigeria. There's no food what you eat in UK now that you cannot get. When you buy everyone to pan, you have your mother, you can pan the yam, you are panning and do it. Vegetable fresh, you see there. Because there are people who plan for those things. When the Niger Delta people were invited to Abuja, the days of Abacha, days of 2 million march, these people, they went to Abuja, they saw what the money was doing there. You can drive on the road with your eyes closed, steady power supply 24 hours. You drink from the tap water and the like. And they say, wow, and this is the money, they brought the money from our area, and we are there. No water to drink. That changed their orientation. And that is why they agitated for 30%. Today, the 30% is working magic there. Now, I suggested the same thing, same treatment. In the days of oil boom, they created a reserve. They call it oil, excess crude oil account.
Yeah.
And I said, maybe 2% or 5% from that money. Because what we call excess crude oil is you don't want inflation. You receive more than you budgeted for, that's the meaning. And you don't want to pump everything into circulation. So the more pump the money, I save. I said, maybe 5% of it you share with the same indices that you share on the 774 local government. Ask them to use the money to industrialize their local government. They tell them 60% out of the raw material to be localized. When they establish, encourage them to sell to the individuals from their area and open an account. People like call it revolving loan. When they pay, they use the money to establish another one. And like that, it will continue to multiply. Not all will succeed, yes, but you will have succeeded in creating job for this youth. And the one that is surviving, you make the money to create more job for our youth. to the youth, there's no perfect situation in life. Tough time never lasts. For tough people. I know it's not easy. But they should find something to do on their own. You are in university now, learn one trade or the other. So when you finish from the university, and that job is not readily available, you make do with what you are able to learn. With that, you will survive. Then the government, some of them should be technical inclined. And I don't know, if you're looking for medicine now, you look for people, good ones, look what for you to get. What is stopping the university graduate to learn how to handle soil? Today now we are told medicine is collected about 4,500 a day. And when they start around 8 o'clock, before 3, they say they are going home. It's not even up to 8 hours anymore. All fashion design, this type of material you are putting, are you looking good now? Not so for university graduate from learning. Or go back to the farm. We work. Don't rely on this white collar job for your survival. And I know Nigeria will be okay. It will be okay. We are passing through a stage. This is a lucky young man, and thank God for him, full of energy. And very sound too. Enjoys good health. That's why he's been able to perform. Dr. John Kayode Fayemi, the governor of the state. It's a pleasant human being, highly intelligent, hard work, and it's a man with ability to balance divergent view. We talk to him for 1 hour, he will listen and be watching. A good leader to be able to listen. That's one of the attributes of a good leader. Ability to listen. You listen, then you'll be able to balance all divergent views